Hey there, it's Jen and I'm back with another layout for Hip Kit Club. Today I am doing a mixed media layout and I'm going to be using the color kit which came with these magical powders from Lindy's Stamp Gang, and using these photos of when I toured the scrapbook.com headquarters. I'm going to try to work on this Heidi Swapp Color Fresh pattern paper for my background. So I've got some gesso and I'm going to white it out a bit and possibly use the stencil that came in the color kit as well, and I will talk you through my process.
So I'm getting started with some gesso and I'm just putting that down over the paper. I'll do a couple coats just because I want it to be more opaque, and I'm using a Vicky Bouton scraper tool thingy, and I really like it. It spreads it out well. And you can see I just put another coat on to make it a little bit darker, and I'm rubbing the edges out with my finger just so that it will not have a harsh edge. I sped this part up quite a bit just because, I don't know, I took a while trying to figure out what I was going to do. So while I was waiting for the gesso to dry, I was trying to make some different colors using these 3 colors. One thing that's awesome about Kimberly is when we get colors in the color kits, it's usually 3 hues that you can mix together to get other colors. So we have like a red, which is the pink, a yellow, and a blue, so that you can mix all the colors of the rainbow. So I'm just trying to mix some different colors here, trying to see what I can get, and I'm testing it out on a scratch piece of paper as I do that. So in the end, I don't really end up using these colors that I mixed, so it was a pointless venture. But you know, you do what you do. So I'm going to actually try to pick some of this up and smush it down on the background, which I do, but then I decide to just add a little bit of powder to the background and then spritz it with some water and spread it around. I'm just using a piece of transparency there to do that, and I'm using my paintbrush to help things along a little bit, and that yellow is pretty orangey, so I wanted to add some more blue, and it's looking a hot mess. In fact, I thought, like, this is the worst. I don't know why Kimberly asked me to do a mixed media layout, because I'm not good at this, but you know what, it ends up working out, and it always gets to that hot mess stage and then it comes together. So even watching it back now, it looks better than when I was making it to my eye. So I kind of wanted to do kind of a rainbow effect, so I did blue, yellow, and pink, and then where they mix will give me a few different colors. You can see more green. There's not really an orangey color, but here it is dry, and I decided to add just a little bit of this embossing or texture paste through the stencil, just in white, just for a little something. In the end, like at the end of the layout, you don't really see it very much at all, but I like the way it looks, and I'll slow it down so you can see it there. Very pretty, very cool stencil. And I'm just using my heat gun to dry it up, and then I'm going to start working on my layers. Now, I am really upset because a lot of this process got cut off at the very end, but here what I'm doing is I am trying to get my title worked out. So I have a piece of wax paper, and I took the words "the" and "day" from the Chamel thickers that are included, the holographic ones, and then I'm making the words scrapbook.com with these Heidi Swapp stickers that are in that freaking awesome Heidi Swapp sticker book that is just the gift that keeps on giving. So I'm happy about that. I said it in the last video. I'll keep saying it. I love that sticker book. It's awesome. And so I like the way that looks, but I'm looking for an @ symbol, and I search for a long time for one that will work, and it takes me pretty much forever. I looked through the entire kit's contents to find an @ symbol, and I couldn't find one. There actually was a little one on the Vicky Bouton puffy stickers that was a circle, but it wasn't big enough. And so that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just searching and searching for a little @ symbol. See, there's that sticker, but it's very tiny. So in a second here, I will turn off the camera because I'm going to go through my stash, and I remembered that I had some iridescent, or not iridescent, I keep calling it that, holographic foil thickers from another collection, I think Crate Paper's birthday collection, hooray, or something like that. And it had one of those @ symbols. And I'm sorry that you're just not seeing me looking for that right now. But I'm also going to use the packaging from one of the Vicky Boutin embellishments. That's that kind of greenish yellow polka dot that you see there, as well as that floral piece. I don't end up using the floral, but I'm saving it because I think it's cool that the packaging is so usable. So you'll see me working on some layers behind my photos in just a second here. Okay, sorry about that. So I'm back. I found that @ symbol you can see at the top right of the screen there. And now what I'm doing is going through the PL cards to find a rainbow of colors, because what I want to do is behind the photos, I'm going to create a rainbow photo mat, and then I'm going to embellish by color because that's the funnest thing to do. And I'm obsessed with rainbows apparently because I do it all the time. So here you can see those papers. I've just glued them down, and now I'm getting my title worked on. So I somehow skipped through a lot of different things. You can see some of the stickers that I've pulled out there to the left on some wax paper, and those are some of the embellishments I'm planning to use. And I'm going to embellish by color, and so I'll work on that, but you're going to miss most of that, unfortunately. I'm sticking down my title, and I made sure that my title went on the pink portion because the scrapbook.com is pink, and I'm going to stick the .com. Right now I stick it I tack it to the end of the word scrapbook, but I don't like the way that the pink looks on top of the black, so I'm going to move the .com down below. That's what I'm doing now. Just moving it down so that it looks a little better, and then I'll put the rest of the title above it. I think I stopped the video in order to do that portion, but I'm going to do that, and then I will start my embellishment. So here is, unfortunately, this is the finished layout, and you can kind of see where I've just added a whole bunch of embellishments, my journaling at the bottom, and then I've ripped the paper and added it in kind of the same colors. I've added patterned paper underneath so that you get a little peek of that color. So I apologize that you didn't get to see the entire embellishment process, but you can see that I've just thrown a bunch of embellishments that match the colors, kind of clustered them close to the photos, and very little of that mixed media background is now showing, but I feel like it created a good base, and it creates interest when you look at the layout, and I'm really happy with the way it turned out. You can also see that I stapled those papers where I ripped them. I just like the way that looks, and I was happy with that. So here are some more close-up photos. I hope that you enjoyed, and I hope that you'll check out this month's, or the June color kit. It has lots of fun stuff, and all of the kits do. So I will be sure to link to that information in the description box below. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you'll come back soon.